black smoke, and it is because of this situation right now. We can confirm that Kirtland Air Force Base officials say there was some kind of incident involving one of their military aircrafts earlier this afternoon. Obviously, as you can see, that aircraft has crashed. This happened just south of 2nd and Rio Bravo within the past hour. We have no confirmation on how many people were on board that aircraft or their condition as of right now. You can see from Chopper 4, fire crews have are handling the aftermath of that crash. But again, that large plume of black smoke that you saw in the metro, I saw it when I was driving into work today on I-25, just a huge plume. It is because of this. Again, Kirtland Air Force Base officials confirming there was some kind of incident involving a military aircraft within the last hour that led to a crash just south of 2nd and Rio Bravo. As you can see from Chopper 4, the crash happened in a pretty desolate area off the side of the road. Telling you all of this because at this point it does not seem like any nearby neighborhoods or businesses were impacted, at least from the initial impact itself. Crews still dousing the aftermath there with some water just to make sure they have all of the hot spots put out. And again, we don't know specifically what kind of military aircraft this was. I can tell you we have some eyewitnesses calling in saying that they saw the aircraft take off from Kirtland Air Force Base, and immediately after taking off, they say that that aircraft started to descend. That led to the crash and then a huge plume of smoke. We are also hearing unconfirmed reports as of this time that the pilot ejected. Again, we don't know if anyone is hurt or even worse, or what those conditions are. This is in the South Valley, just south of 2nd and Rio Bravo, again involving a Kirtland Air Force Base aircraft. Not sure of the exact categorization of that aircraft at this time. Our Chopper 4 maintenance crews actually saw the jet take off as well and then crash. Now, we just have some new information that our Chopper 4 pilot says that the pilot of this aircraft is being helped right now. So at least an update on the status of that pilot, appearing that he or she did eject, because again, from eyewitnesses, it sounds like very soon after takeoff this afternoon, something went wrong with this aircraft and it led to this eventual crash. But again, you are looking at local fire crews handling the aftermath of a military aircraft crash just south of 2nd and Rio Bravo. This was an aircraft from Kirtland Air Force Base. Military officials have confirmed that to us. They are getting us more information that I will, of course, deliver to you once our producers get that from those officials. Right now, you're looking at nearby Albuquerque police vehicles as well as some fire vehicles. If they're zooming in, it appears that is where the pilot ejected based on the aftermath of the parachute and some other debris left over. Again, our Chopper 4 pilot is telling us that that pilot from the aircraft is being tended to. Do not know of his or her condition. Obviously, we hope the best and that he or she was able to eject pretty quickly after an issue obviously presented itself. So we're going to wrap up and not take up any more of your time. But of course, we do have our Griffin Rushton heading to that scene to give you a perspective on the ground. But to clarify, if you're just joining us, that huge plume of black smoke that you saw in the metro is because of a military aircraft crash from Kirtland Air Force Base. The pilot is being tended to by Albuquerque police and fire officials. And as soon as we have more information, we will pass that on our social media and at KOB.com. And of course, we will have the very latest for you starting at 5 here on KOB4. We'll see you then.